If you've been struggling to find a forex strategy that actually works, but you haven't yet, this strategy I'm about to show you works better than any other strategy I myself have personally seen out there. Now, it's not related to ICT and some of all those other strategies. This is quite simple to understand. You could easily understand it because it doesn't have any complicated terms or whatsoever. And that's not all. In this video, I'll be showing you my exact risk management strategy that I use to trade any account size. Believe me, you can use it on a prop firm, you could use it on your personal trading account. And also, the best part of this video is where I'll be showing you live trades I took in the market this past week. I'm going to show you live trades I entered, the ones I missed, and where I lost, and where I made money. I'm going to show you everything live on this YouTube, not live actually. I'm going to show you everything on this video. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So this strategy I'm about to show you guys is basically a trend line trading strategy. Yeah, most of you must have heard of trend lines. In fact, I think every trader should know what a trend line is. So this strategy is based off of trend lines, not solely based on trend lines, but mainly based on trend lines. It's a trend line trading strategy. It's very simple to understand, to be honest, quite simple. Even a newbie would easily understand this forex trading strategy. And the surprising fact is that it actually works. It actually works fine. To be honest, yeah, it actually works fine. So basically, the system has actually tricked us into thinking that Forex has to be some kind of complicated way of making money online, giving you some complicated terms. There are some things I saw online. I was honestly very discouraged, but it isn't actually that complicated to make money from Forex trading, to be honest, yeah. It actually isn't that easy. It actually isn't that hard. Thanks to Yahuwah, honestly, it is actually not that hard. So in this video, I'm going to show you the strategy I use. So basically, before I show you what exactly it is, you need to understand something. The market moves in trends. Do you understand? The market moves in trends. There's always a push and a retracement in the market. And your job as a forex trader is to identify those moves. Once you can identify pushes and retracement in the forex market, then you're good to go. You're on a good track as long as you can identify trends. I'm very sure most of you look at the chart sometimes, you see the market trending up or down in one single direction for a long period of time, wondering, okay, is it not going to change direction or go to a support or resistance zone? Well, this strategy is going to show you how to catch those trends, how you'll be able to enter those trends. It is actually not as complicated as you think. And also, if you're able to draw trend lines effectively, well, just know that this strategy is going to be actually extremely easy for you to implement currently in your trading account. But if you don't know how to draw trend line properly, I advise you learn how to draw trend lines properly. I'm going to show you how to draw trend lines in this video, but then I'll make a whole video explaining that explicitly. So now the market moves this way, but there's always a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high. Now, one thing I want you guys to understand is that the market is almost always trending, not every time, but sometimes the market ranges out from side to side like this. I mean, like this. Market does this sometimes, just goes side to side. Well, that's not what we're looking for. If you see any market like that, personally, I just avoid it. So now when you see the market trending this way, what you simply do is to get your trend line and you draw your trend line at the lows, and also at the highs. Simply clone, then you pull your trend line at the highs. So this is basically how to draw a trend line. So now where are you looking to trade? With this strategy, you're simply going to trade at the third touch of the trend line. Yes, at the third touch of the trend line. Once it's at the third touch, you're free to take a trade. What do I mean by third touch? Now, look at this. Look at this trend, for example. The trend started here, right? This is the first low, broke a high. This is the second tap of the this is the second. Let me use my pen. This is the first tap of the trend line. This is the second tap of the trend line, and this is the third tap. So now you're looking to enter a trade at the third tap, of the trend line. Now, always make sure you're following trend. Do not counter trend. It works sometimes, but it's best to stay away from counter trend, except you really know what you're doing. You've backtested this strategy well enough to know when to enter counter trades. So basically, you're waiting for the third touch on trend line. That's where you're going to strike and take a trade. Like I said, it is not complicated. You're simply waiting for the third touch. As long as you have identified and drawn your trend lines properly, you're going to enter a trade at the third touch on that trend line. It's an uptrend, you look for a buy. If it's a downtrend, you look for a sell. Now in a downtrend, let me just draw it for um just for you to understand what I'm saying. When in a downtrend, you simply lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. So now in a downtrend, you also do the same thing. You draw a trend line at the lower highs. You can also just simply clone and clone, and you put it at the lower lows. So this is basically it. Then you wait for the third touch. So now we're looking for sales, right? So this is the first touch here. One. Okay, this is the first touch here. One, two, three. At this point here, you're looking for a sell. You're looking for a sell at this point. I hope you guys are understanding what I'm trying to say. You're looking for a sell at this point. I'm doing my best to explain this strategy in a very simple manner. So at this third point here, you're looking to sell. Then you can keep selling here also for you do not have to only trade the third touch. You can trade the third, the fourth, the fifth, as long as the trend is still valid. You're sure about the trend. That's a funny five. Let me draw that again. As long as the trend is still valid. Do you understand? Wow, still funny. As long as the trend is still valid, you can keep selling and selling. Do you understand? Now you need an entry model to take this kind of trades. You need an entry model to take this kind of trades. So I'll show you let's go straight to the chart. So I'll show you various types of entry model you could use, and also the kind of trading entry model I use to trade. To be honest, yeah, this strategy, let's get right into the chart. Let's get right into the chart. So as you can see here clearly, this is a downtrend on USD So as you can see, this is the beginning of the downtrend here. Gets down. Let me use highlight my pen. So basically, this is the first touch here. Then it comes down, makes a low right here. Then this is the second touch, right? Now, one thing you should get that how you count how you get lows and highs to enable that is to make sure that before you count a touch of the trend line, you should have broken the previous low. Do you understand? That's how you know a touch is valid or not. Now, if you can see here, this was Sunday, Monday market open, and the market kind of tanked here. So around here is where the market has to cross before it is a valid third touch on the trend line. So as you can see here, this is all this. It didn't break this low. Okay, it broke this low here, but then it didn't give me an entry here. I'll explain my entry model, but then it clearly broke it here. As you can see, here clearly that it broke it here in this zone here, right here. Clearly broke it here. So now you know that this is a valid, once it goes up for retracement, it is a valid third touch on the trend line. So, which is obviously lower low, just basically lower highs and lower low. It doesn't exactly have to touch the trend line, but it is lower lows, lower high, lower lows, lower high. That is basically the trend line. Just helps you see better. Not like it is the main components of the strategy. Just basically you understanding market structure, understanding that the market moves in lower highs and lower lows. So basically that's actually it. Then now how I entered this trade. This was a trade I missed this trade action. I'm going to show you others I took. I missed this trade action. I just want to start with USGPY. This trade right here was so basically what I do is I look for, some people call it double top, double bottom. Yeah, so I look for M's. I call it M's. I look for M's, and then I enter trade. As you can see, my entry was right here. And this was a 1 to 3 trade. USGPY gives a 1 to 3 risk reward. 1 to 3. 1 to 3 risk reward. Now let's move to the next pair. I'm literally going to the next pair. Not even trying to. Okay, next pair right here. That was AUD card. Now let's look at AUD card. Let's look at the trades I took this week. I think AUD card gave me a bit of trouble, but then overall it was a very good, very, very good trades I took. So now you need to always zoom out so you can identify trades. So I'll be able to explain it to you guys properly. So now I'd explain the trade I took this week alone. I wouldn't explain what I took last week because I'd have to start explaining the whole big picture on the 4 hour time frame. So yeah, this is meant to be a quick video explaining the strategy for you guys to understand. As you can see now, this downtrend started where? Started right here. Started right here. So this is the first touch of the trend line right here. Came down, made a low. Then second touch is right here. This is the second touch. Came down, broke this low right here. So now we're looking for third touch and our entry model. Do you understand? An entry model. So right here, Seth, it gave if you see right here, funny enough, so if I was awake through this session, this would have been a good trade, to be honest, because as you can see, double top right here. This would have been a good trade if I was awake in the Asian session. I'd have taken this trade, but yeah, I don't usually trade the Asian sessions. I haven't really checked it out so much. I just focus more on London sessions and New York sessions. So basically, you can see right here. But then I didn't take that. I simply waited for my own personal entry, which was right here. Um, my entry was right here. So yeah, what happened in this trade is that gave me a double top. And then he hit my stop loss because I usually put my stop loss at the high of the first leg of the double bottom or double top. That's my M1W. Then he hit me. Then he gave me another entry that I entered, and he gave me a 1 to 3 weeks to reward. That was just this week on Wednesday, as you can see, October 15, 2025. That was when I got this trade. So I think let's move on to the next pair. What pair is this? Gold. No, not gold. Okay, all right, pair scatter. Okay, USD card. I think I took a couple of trades on USD card this week. Yeah. So on USD card, I was basically looking for buys. As you can see, it's an uptrend. Clearly see it's an uptrend. On the 4 hour time frame, just go to the 4 time frame. So yeah, as you can see, this is an uptrend on the 4 hour time frame. The big uptrend. You understand? So that's why I was looking for buys. Like I said, you should follow the overall trend, or make sure you follow the overall trend. It doesn't have to be a third touch. Just make sure you're getting the highs and lows correctly. This video is already getting too long. So yeah, as you can see here, I started looking for buys at higher lows. As I started looking for buys for USD card. You understand? I've been buying it for some time now. I think it only hit my stop loss just once. I'm showing you all the trades I took this week. So let's move back to the trade I took this. So as you can see here, this was a push 1, 2. As long as it broke the previous high, it broke the high. So that's a valid, and it didn't break this low here. As you can see, it didn't break the low. So then this is a higher high, higher high, higher low, higher low, higher high. So now we're looking for buys at any point from here. We're looking for buys. So then you simply go down to the 15 minutes time frame, which isn't difficult. Go to the 15 minutes time frame, and you look for your entries. It is actually easy. You draw your trend lines, then you scale down to the smaller time frames and look for entries here. So yeah, this week here, so tap my trend on the 4 hours trend line. Tapped it right here. I give me a buy, as you can see, the double bottom. Give me an entry here, a double bottom, as you can see right here. It gave me a double bottom here, and I entered the trade right here. So I wanted to. This trade was, I took this trade this week. It was it was funky. It came back to my trade and went back to my take profits. Next day, still at that same zone, since we've not had a push, still valid to take another. So I got another trade right here, clear entry. So it's also moving funky, but I closed somewhere here. I think I didn't even allow it to come down. I closed somewhere here. Then let's move on to the next pair. I got a couple of trades. And you really I got a nice trade right here. Very nice one right here. So basically, you get the drill. An uptrend, you look for a buy. Downtrend, look for a sell. So yeah, this is where it started one higher, one. So it needs to break, at least break the highs to be a valid trade. So let's can see 1, 2. It broke this high right here. This didn't break the high. Then look for buys here. Simple at the trend line. As you can see how accurate this setup is, right? It is not difficult to understand. Then a double bottom. I took this right here straight to TP. Same thing on Euro NZD. Remember the setups quite simple, as you can see. Was basically the same thing. I applied an uptrend, as you can see. Simply look for a valid higher low, then you get in your buys. It's that simple, yeah. It's that simple. This, as you can see, this went straight to take profit. Okay, I just mistakenly moved. Yeah, it went straight to TP, as you can see here. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, you can see now, guys, that I'm not trying to, well, when I said it was simple to understand, I wasn't trying to say you guys anything. It's actually simple to understand. So about your risk management strategy. So basically, if you're trading a personal account, make sure you do not risk anything more than 2 to 5% of your accounts. Yeah, except you really know what you're doing, you could be risking 10, but if you're just learning and observing, just be risking 2 to 5% of your personal account. But prop firm, you should not risk more than 1% or 2% of your prop firm account. It will be dangerous if you do that. You understand? So basically, I offer copy trading services. If you have capital and you're still learning and still want to earn money with forex trading, all you simply have to do is to join my copy trading system. All you simply have to do is to connect your accounts directly to my account. So whatever trade I take will be automatically placed on your trade. And you can join this for free, honestly, for free. I only charge 30% of the profit I make. So imagine how much you could be making if I'm taking this trade for you. You can make, depending on your capital, if you have 500, 1,000, 3,000, $4,000 to invest, all the better, all the best for you. You're going to earn money while you're still learning. You could observe my trades or trades I'm taking live on your accounts while you're still learning, while you're earning at the same time. And also subscribe if you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more videos like this, more improved and better videos like this, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like, and also if you want to join my Telegram channel, the link will be in the description of this video and also the description of my YouTube channel. Yeah, hope you guys have a blessed trading week and a blessed week overall. Yeah, by God's grace. See you guys in the next video. Always be robotic. Follow and like.